I've been working in a normal job now for a bit over a week, and I find it interesting sort of reintegrating myself into mainstream society and coming across the way people talk and what they talk about, because I feel like I've taken myself out of what the mainstream people would do for probably the last 12 months and going back into this pub environment where you're around all sorts of people all the time. And you obviously overhear conversations and people that you're working with and interact with. I find it really interesting what they talk about and the fact that people actually still think like that. It's a bit of a shock once you sort of take yourself out of it and you're talking to your sort of group of people about business, about ideas, about improving things. How can we help people? How can we make ourselves the best person we can be? What can we do to better our lives? And then that's all you talk about, right? And that's all I have really been talking about for so long now. And then I've gone back into this pub environment and I'm around people that are working there, and I've got nothing against what they're talking about. It's just not for me. And they're in conversations talking about who's dating who's fighting with who. I got home and then my roommate was yelling and she was really angry, and I wasn't happy about it, and this was bad and this is worse, and I'm not pretty, I'm not attractive. It's just all this petty, nothing, absolutely lacking substance conversation. I've got no other way to put it, because there's no purpose or any benefit really to so much that I hear. It's because I used to do it, obviously. I mean, I think everyone probably has, at least at some stage, where you're talking about other people, you're bagging other people, or you're commenting on their relationship or things that they say or their ideas, their mannerisms, and being very judgmental is probably a huge thing. And it's interesting to look at that and appreciate it for being real, and that it does exist. It was a good reminder for me. I've actually really enjoyed going back to work for a whole lot of things that it's reminded me that I've removed myself from. Things that I don't want to be a part of, but sort of at the same time in working in it, whereas last time I was 100% a part of it, this time I'm learning how to maneuver my way around with it and deal with it in different ways, and try and take people's focus away from that things and focus it on things that are actually more important. So I'm enjoying that as a challenge, and I'm actually pretty proud of myself with how I'm turning all these things into good things for me. And I'm looking at everything that before I'd probably get really pissed off with and be like, oh, this is shit, why do I have to do this? Oh my God, this sucks. I'm just straight away looking for what lesson I can learn, something that'll help me later on. Don't know how it's going to help me, but it's something that will. I'm doing it with everything, and I'm really proud of myself for that. I'm quite happy. But it is, if nothing else, a great reminder of exactly the thing that I don't want to be involved in. And the reason that I'm doing everything that I'm doing is because the things that they talk about, the things that are their problems, they just pale in significance to absolutely everything that I want to achieve and want to do, and the people that I want to help. It surprises me, but it's really, I think it's good for me because it sort of keeps that fire really going that I've got going at the moment. And even though I'm doing this labouring work stuff that after doing what I've been doing online, I never want to go back to this work again. And it is, again, a good reminder for that. So things I'm taking out of working at the moment, it's just really interesting looking at people, what they're talking about. It's given me a whole lot more appreciation for what I'm doing and what I'm working towards. And strangely enough, even though it is taking time away from me doing online stuff specifically, I feel like every day I go there, I'm more focused. I'm like, as soon as I ever start to think that something's annoying me, it's just boom, end goal. And I just play it so clearly. Everything that I want to achieve, and I've got the goals really clearly, and I know the things that I'm most passionate about. And I just focus on them, and I'm like, God, every single second here is worth it because it's getting me closer. Every single second there is getting me closer to those goals. Righto, guys. Catch you later.